On Sports Junkies here at RacineSportsZone.com. I'm Steve Sparky Fifer, along with Gery Woelfel from the Racine Journal-Times. Don't forget to check out our draft show coming up on Thursday night at 6 o'clock on AM 1250 and 105.7 FM The Fan. Gery will be reporting live from draft headquarters all night. Mike Max of SportsBoys.com will be joining me as we go pick by pick all the way through. This is our 10th year doing the show. We've been doing it for 10 years. Woo!
You are a lucky man.
Yeah, I don't know how they kept me hired for 10 years doing this, but it was worked out. Time now to preview the power forward position. We start with Porzingis, who everybody seems infatuated and loves. And I'm telling you, this is going to be probably a guy that's probably more of a project as much as he is anything else. Could he be great at some point? Probably. I think it's a big gamble if you take him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the kid doesn't have talent. He does. I'm not saying he can't contribute next year. He can. I just don't know if I'm taking him in the top 5 like I'm seeing people talking about.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if he got past Orlando at number 5. I really would, based on the information I got from people in that organization.
How does he fit into Orlando?
Well, you know, they took...
So they're not going to resign Tobias and go, bye-bye, Tobias?
No, he plays a different position than Tobias. Tobias is more of a small combo forward, where they went with Aaron Gordon last year. Remember that?
Correct.
They used a high draft choice on
Yes.
Gordon. But there's some people in the organization that aren't sold on him. Exceptional athlete, but lacks size, okay? He's not very tall. So anyways, but Kristaps.
I'm listening.
Okay, Kristaps, first of all, he played for Scott Roth. Remember Scott Roth?
I love Scott Roth.
The former Badger. So, and he just raised about him. The supporters of him are incredibly high. They believe he's going to be maybe the best player, 4 or 5 years down the road. Okay, these are his supporters, okay?
4 to 5 years down the road.
Here's a quote I got from one scout, okay? He's a cross between Dirk Nowitzki and Tony Kukoc. Okay, that's in the supporters camp, okay? On the detractors camp, they are saying it is an incredibly risky pick.
Right.
That he could be, who's the guy that was drafted in the lottery that just panned out? I mean, Darko Milicic,
No, he won't be that bad.
No,
I don't think he'll be that bad.
You just don't know. I mean,
right.
Yeah, nobody said Darko. I mean, everybody thought Darko was going to be,
well, nobody thought he'd be that bad either, I guess.
Right.
But, yeah.
So Skitsavili, everybody was raving about. Skitsavili went ahead of, 5 spots ahead of Caron Butler and Paul Pierce and guys like that. I mean, it's like, come on,
Yeah, exactly right.
So there's no guarantee when you take a foreign player.
So what is he? So he's going to play the 4?
He'll probably be the 4, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to move Tobias to the 3. Well, they're going to be long then. If they do that, they're going to be long.
And the word is Tobias is a free agent, and I think his attitude might have changed since they hired Skiles. But he was absolutely sick of losing and wanted out of Orlando. Now, whether Skiles can change that, philosophy, who knows? But let's face it, Tobias.
If I was Tobias, I'd be calling the next going, dude. I want to play with Carmelo. So,
but of course, Orlando can match because he's restricted.
Yeah.
So.
All right, number 2, a guy that played center at Wisconsin, Frank Kaminsky.
Yeah, he's interesting.
A lot of comparisons to Pau Gasol.
You want to hear a great comparison?
A lot of comparisons to Pau Gasol.
Yeah, in fact, Lionel Hollins, I did a story for the Journal-Times this past week, and he brought up Paul Gasol. Larry Bird loves him. Bird thinks he'll go probably in the 6-12 range. There's some people, though, that are still skeptical about Kaminsky, that believe that he could be on the board when the Bucks pick and maybe even slide past the Bucks.
The only thing my only thing about Kaminsky is, can he and will he be able to be a rim protector?
Oh, he's not.
In the NBA.
He's not.
Now, hold on now. If you listen to the people in Kaminsky's camp, it's, the defense that they played at Wisconsin really didn't allow him to be able to go be that aggressive defender. Okay, fine. Maybe that's the case. Well, now you're going to have to show it at the next level because he's skilled enough offensively. He's going to play in this league for a while because he can hit the jumper. He's got enough moves and good enough feet around the rim. He can play with his back to the basket a little bit and find his shot.
Oh, he's tailor-made for the NBA. I mean, he'd be perfect
for
the
Bucks.
He's a better Zaza Pachulia.
Right, but Zaza is not a rim protector either. That's my point. So if you're going to go that high for Kaminsky, say to Indiana, you better know that he may have a question about protecting the rim because you got Hibbert, okay?
Yeah.
So Hibbert has shown the ability to be a rim protector. And
but that's the beauty of Kaminsky. If you don't like him at center, you can move him to power forward. The greatest comparison though I heard from any scout, you'll love this. I asked him. I said, "Who do you think Kaminsky reminds you of?" He goes, "Gery Lucas."
Okay, we're done. Moving on. Bobby Portis. Huh?
You know who he is? Okay.
Bobby Portis.
Yes.
This is a guy that everybody seems to think is going to the Bucks at their pick from Arkansas. Big, lanky, hard-working guy, I guess is how I would describe Bobby Portis.
Yeah, I think he's a terrific player. I really liked him early last season. I saw 3 or 4 games that Arkansas played. He's got a good inside game, good outside game. I think he's being undervalued. Here's something for you, and I did it for the paper. He went to Hall High School in Arkansas, okay? Mm-hmm. Guess who went to Hall High School?
Who?
Sidney Moncrief.
Oh, nice. That's nice, Ty.
He went to Arkansas.
Sidney Moncrief.
And who played for the Bucks?
Sidney Moncrief.
Would that be bizarre?
Well,
just follow right down the road.
Sure, yeah.
And he worked out for the Bucks the other day.
Yep.
He did very well. He went out for dinner with Kidd the night before the workouts.
And Kidd telling him he wants a stretch 4 that can shoot the jumper.
Yeah, so he's definitely going in that range. There's a couple teams that are drafting in front of the Bucks that like him. We'll see, but I mean, if they're hell bent on getting a big guy and he's versatile, he can play 4 and 5. He's probably the best option there.
The next 2 guys, Trey Lyles, Kevon Looney. Those 2 guys are next on the board, 4 and 5. Both probably will be there for the Bucks more than likely. Both of those guys.
I disagree. Lyles is going to go pretty high. I think he's going to be in the top 12. He could slide to the Bucks.
Trey Lyles?
Yeah.
The guy we watched in the tournament?
That's the guy.
Oh, come on.
And here's the deal. He kind of played out of position at Kentucky because they had Cauley Stein and they had who's the other big guy I'm thinking of here?
So you think he's going to play? He played small forward or whatever.
Correct. And you got to remember he's only 18 years old. There's a lot of people that like him a lot. Very, very talented all-around player. And again, I had this in my NBA notes column this morning. If the Bucks move up from 17, let's say they go up to 12 or 14, that could be their guy.
I'll be not happy with it. I'm telling you right now, if they move up for him, I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I mean, obviously, I missed it watching it because watching him play was like not a factor.
Yeah.
I mean, he just didn't do anything.
Yeah. Most people have him ahead of Looney. They have him ahead of Portis.
Now,
most NBA guys.
Okay, look. Right. If you're talking about talent, Looney's got more talent than him, in my opinion, than Lyles. More talent.
Right.
But he's a lot more raw. I mean, Looney's going to take a little while to develop.
He's going to take 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
He's a project. There isn't any doubt about it.
Yep, but he's got a lot of talent.
He's got a huge upside. It's kind of like we were talking about Rashad Vaughn from UNLV. If you're patient for 2 or 3 years, it's well worth the pick.
Looney needs, if I'm Looney, I want to fall to a good team where I can develop and mold my game, like San Antonio or somebody, where I can take my time and develop under a good coaching staff. That's better for him than going early and getting forced in a role that he's not ready for.
No question about it.
He's Gery Woelfel. I'm Sparky Fifer. Thanks for tuning into another edition here of Sports Junkies as we previewed the power forward position. We'll talk to you next time here at RacinSportsZone.com.